Welcome back, and we made it to another rest day. So I actually love these days so much at the moment. In the past, I've always thought, oh, rest day, I got to sleep in, that sort of thing. And I found that just never really worked for me. I always just felt worse than I would have if I had gotten up at my normal time. So yeah, now I just get up around 5 o'clock, and I find just getting outside with Coach straight away and making that space to just walk around, enjoy taking him out and just letting him, sniff around, do whatever he needs to do and not kind of worrying too much has been very lovely. And yeah, just a super nice way to start the week and start my day. Mondays are like my day to reset. So I start the week well. I try to make sure that I have all my goals lined up. A big one is staying hydrated. So every time I go for a walk in the mornings, I just make sure I take a bottle of water with me, and I just end up sipping it throughout the whole time, and I don't even realize what I'm doing. And then by the end, I've almost had like a liter, and it's not even 8 a.m. So I thought I'd just go over some other kind of supplements that I take while we're here. The first one, I've been taking aminos in the morning. I'm not actually 100% sure if that's, super beneficial, but I pop these in a glass of water and then have them as soon as I wake up, and I find it's just a good way to get some water in straight away. I have been using magnesium lately as well, so just having that before bed just to try and help with sleep. And then if I need to, I'll also supplement protein. So we take this one. I've tried the chocolate one lately. Amazing. And then I just make sure my supplements are HASTA or like sports certified, because I had my first drug testing experience at UTA this year. And obviously, don't do drugs. Absolutely not. But you hear all these stories of people that just get caught out and something's happened or whatever. And I was just so nervous. I was like, what if I hear back? What if I've done something wrong? So I was like, I don't want to experience that again. So yeah, now I just make sure they're all certified, and then hopefully, fingers crossed, that means we are safe. And then two other things I just have sitting around is vitamin C. If I'm not feeling real good, I take some vitamin C. I like these sugarless, chewable ones. It's kind of like a little lolly. And then iron. So I used to take Ferrograd iron, and I've just found like it never sat in my belly really well. I've always had low iron, so I know that I need to take it, and I do get my bloods done pretty regularly. I might actually go this week and just double check those. But then I was recommended the Maltifer, I think it's called. So Maltifer iron. So yeah, once I get my bloods done, I'll just make sure that I still need to be taking that, and I'll try this one and see how it goes. This morning. It's my hill session day, and I know I said last week, oh, I don't have enough time to go out and run technical trails like the Yangs. But one thing that changed is daylight savings kicked in. So first thing, it is obviously getting light later in the morning now. And then second thing is, because I work for a company in Queensland, my start time is pushed back. So I used to start at 9, but now I start at 10 my time, because then it's 9 o'clock so beautiful. There's no one here. So this is the peak, but I think I'll go check out the other hill first, and then, yeah, worst case I'll come back and cut it up there. But I think there's some good single track getting done here, so we'll see how we go. So I decided not to do the whole 900 meters. I'll just go up for about 400, and then that way I can hopefully get a few more downhills in, because I think that's really where I need to put the work in. I'm not too concerned about the up, like that's going to be hard regardless, but the more time I can make up coming downhills I think is going to help me a lot. This kangaroo's got a little joey. I just can't get over how quiet it is up here today. It'll come on weekdays more often. Alright, little wrap up of the session. So I got 10.59 kilometers, average pace 6:14, average heart rate 164, an ascent of 634 meters. So I did the hill 8 times. One of the biggest changes that I've made at the gym recently is, instead of going in and focusing on like how much I'm lifting, I put more of a focus on doing the exercises correctly and engaging the right muscles. So things like glute bridges, for example, I used to want to go in and like load up the bar because that's what you see everyone else doing, and you're like, well, that's what I need to be doing. But now I literally just do my glute bridges on the ground. I might throw a 5 or 10 kilo plate on my hip, but I'm doing single legs, and I'm making sure I tuck my pelvis and feel my glutes engaged for every single rep. And then even things like squat, I keep the weight pretty steady. So I think I'm squatting for 60 kilos at the moment, because if I do anything heavier than that, then I just find I'm too sore and I've got like a session the next day or the day after that. So there's definitely a balance in, you know, getting your gym work in, but making sure that you're also not sore for whatever's coming up. On your bed. Alright, new shoe day. So I've gone and bought some new runners. literally came yesterday. But I've got the Glide Ride, so the Asics Glide Ride Max. And these are the trainer that I've been using for all like my aerobic runs. And when I find a shoe that I like, I just keep getting it. Basically, I was stuck on the Nova Blast for ages. And then I moved along to these, and they've been great. Yeah, so the biggest thing I like is, doesn't really look like it, but I feel like there's a bit of a rocker in the bottom, and it just kind of takes the pressure off my Achilles when I run. And they just feel like a nice, solid shoe. They're not really cushioned that you feel like you're sinking into them. So I'm gonna head out for my build run this morning. It's gonna be the same session as last week. So I've got a 15-minute warm up into a 40-minute build, and then a 15-minute cool down. Build goes from 4:40 to 3:15, and in the last 10 minutes I'll do pickups. And fingers crossed, I pace this and time this right this week. So the biggest difference I'm kind of keen to compare is I wore carbons last week, felt pretty good. I'll wear these this week, and it's probably going to feel a little bit harder in that back end. So a few other things I take on these build runs. So obviously I've got the Asics Glide Ride shoes on. I've got the Sunto, the Race 2, the watch. And then the Polar heart rate armband. I used to run the chest heart rate strap, but I used to get like really bad chafe. So I swapped over to the armband. And it's been pretty good. I found it's like sometimes it drops out, but for the majority of the time it's very nice. And then I'll take 2 gels. So I'll take a caffeine gel at around 20 minutes, 15, 20 minutes. And then I'll try to get another one down probably while I'm in the back end of my build in that last 10 minutes when my heart rate's quite high, just to practice getting nutrition in while that's happening. And I put some paces on my hand this time, so see how we go at the end. Build done. So I made it to 40 minutes this week, which is a win. There's a guy across the path with his whippersnipper out, and it's literally giving me PTSD. When we used to live up in North Queensland, in the summertime all the grass would grow really fast, so everyone would be maintaining their lawns, and I reckon for like 12 hours out of every day, wherever you went, you'd literally be listening to either a lawnmower or a whippersnipper. I literally just run the same loop every time I do these, and it's a really good way to compare like my paces and my effort, and even just like RPE for how I'm feeling every time I do these builds. And I think comparing this week to last week, so definitely harder not wearing carbon shoes towards that last 10 minutes. I think that's like the part of the run where when it starts getting hard and you want to give up, pushing through that just kind of makes you a bit mentally stronger. I look away for 1 minute and coach is missing. I was like calling his name. It's like, oh no, where is he? Literally swimming in the creek. So if you're ever wondering, hey Demi, when are you gonna have kids? That's your answer. All right, it is 4 p.m. and I'm heading out for my doubles, so a 30-minute aerobic run this afternoon. And we're going to go and try and get some sunshine on this white body. I'm going to wear these T8 shorts. I really love these. They've got like this built-in belt in them. So at the back, there's like a pocket on the side, little pocket at the back, another one on the side, and then a big one in the front, which you can fit like a flask in. And the only downside of these pants is that they don't actually have like an inbuilt liner in them. So you have to wear undies, which I don't usually do with any of my other shorts. But otherwise, super lightweight, feel great. And I just never know what to do with this thing. So we're going to tuck it in. So yeah, just a cruisy jog with the big dog. Need more stuff. Out at Woodlands again for my aerobic run this morning. Oh, it's so windy. 11.55 kilometers, 58 minutes, 233 meters descent, average heart rate of 144. Cassie?
No. Trying the new Maple Movement sodium gel. So lemon and salt. It's got 100 milligrams of sodium, so everything you need for those longer runs. 30 grams of carbs. I'd normally have it just by itself, but I'm putting a couple in a bottle so I don't have to take the rip tab off while we're running. The new rip tabs on them are awesome. Yeah, but it's great that I don't have to add sodium to my maple anymore.
This is our third weekend in a row running out Mount Macedon. So we've just parked up at the Memorial Cross and we're going to do a loop. I think in the past it usually takes about 2 hours 15. Just going to practice some race nutrition today, so I've got one flask that's got 2 maple gels in it and a salt tab, 600 milligrams of sodium, and then I've got a flask of just plain water, and then I'll roll some gels as well. So fresh, so clean.
Remember when we first did that with Brock, I'd have to stop at the top and wait for you two. Now you took on my ass.
Still beat me. I'm slowly learning on hill climbs that it's not about how fast you get to the top, but if you can take like little steps and just keep like treading your way up, it's a lot more manageable than stopping to walk sometimes, depending on the hill.
Maintaining your heart rate so you can run up the top. Like slow down, not the foot high. That always comes out.
Yeah. Yeah, don't blow up on the ups. So you got something for the downs. Last big climb to go. To the cross. Watch him disappear. Yeah. We finished the climb, and just as we were coming to the car, I like rolled my ankle pretty bad. And I was like, oh no! Ran it in, sat down for a second, almost cried, didn't cry, shook it off. And then we went down to the bottom of the hill again and just hiked back up. Oh, it was so tough. It's so interesting comparing like myself and Christian when we run together. And I think maybe it's the comparison between a 50k run and a 100k. Whereas I usually feel pretty good and can like hold myself well on the climbs at the start of the run. And it's like he just takes that little bit longer to warm up. And then, yeah, by the end, he's just absolutely disappearing. I find it really hard sometimes because I'm obviously always comparing myself to him, and I'm just like, wow, just feel like I'm not getting better, which I know is wrong. But yeah, like when we got to the top of the climb the first time, he was really keen to go down and do it again, and I was kind of like, oh, I don't know, I'm pretty cooked. So yeah, I think he went all the way down to the bottom, run a bit at the bottom, and he'll come back up, and I just kind of went probably just over halfway down and basically hiked most of it back to the top just to get some time on legs. So I did 2 hours 40, he's got 3 hours, and then big run done. Woo! How'd you go?
Good. Look at that.
I can't see it.
Dead.
Ah, dead.
Too many hills.
I just had a thought. You know TED Talks? Might start Tread Talks. Mine are heaps bigger.
You know what they say about big tread?
You just see the city. Come here. So we just done a 15-minute warm up. We're gonna go and run up to Flinders Peak, back down. We'll do that 2 times, and then we'll do a 15-minute cool down. Ran in the Fuji Speeds today. The new Asics Carbon Trail race shoe, I guess. Felt amazing, super grippy and low profile too, so you can really kind of feel your foot on the ground. So even today, like turning on those tight corners on the gravel, didn't feel like I was slipping out at any point, which was really cool.
There we go.
Hello!
On the last, congrats.
How do we
On
go?
the last 10k or something?
Yeah, we're almost
So
done.
good.
Have you been watching it?
Nah.
Are you up? Are you live?
Yeah.
Did you give up?
Who's that?
No, we like caught up through all the ads and stuff. Yeah.
Oh, I'm with you.
You just want to know?
Yeah.
Fuck, where's Lucy?
Lucy was cooking or something.
Yeah, she got
Pulled
cooked.
out.
She pulled out.